video. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. We're going to be able to make 2 videos today. We might get a car video if I find some topics to talk about. I don't even know what is going on. It is Friday.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the. Let me tell you something.
Friday night at 8. Please don't be too late. Got myself a day. It's gonna be so great. Okay, so let's see what's going on down to the
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the. Let me tell you something.
blogs, girl. Oh my God, some more lawsuits for Puff, girl. This is crazy. Michelle Obama shuts down divorce rumors and says she and Barack don't Instagram every minute of their lives. We're 60, y'all. Michelle Obama addressed persistent divorce rumors during an appearance on The Wild Card Show with host Rachel Martin, shutting down speculation about her marriage to former President Barack Obama. The fact that people don't see me going out on a date with my husband sparks rumors of the end of our marriage, she said. It's like, okay, so we don't Instagram every minute of our lives. We are 60. We're 60, y'all. You just are not going to know what we're doing every minute of the day. Obama emphasized that privacy doesn't mean trouble. It just means growing older out of the spotlight. The couple has been plagued with divorce rumors for years, though the former First Lady has shut them down at every turn. What are your thoughts on Mrs. Obama's clapback? Is that a clapback? Please stop trying to break up a happy home. Go ask y'all president about his marriage. Leave the Obamas alone. I don't recall all this when the Bushes left office. In other words, stay out of grown folks' business. Tell them forever, First Lady. But your old self can go on a podcast and talk crazy about your husband at 60 years old. That's interesting. You're not too old to disrespect your man, your husband, but it's okay to say, oh no, we're only 60 years old. Y'all, we don't need to use Instagram. Make it make sense. Well, yeah, the sense of it is I can say what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it and use what platform to say it on. Girl, what the fuck? Y'all are, girl, it's perfectly okay to live offline. People who need to post every 15 seconds have psychological issues. I'm mad she even has to acknowledge this. Like she said, they're 60s. Maybe what people are pulling from her pod is a disorientation one feels when they lose one parent. She just lost her mother, whom we know was her anchor. That type of grief reorganizes your whole being, plus menopause. It's a lot. 60 and fine as fuck. I love them both. We know, Auntie. Set it straight. Why people are really obsessed with them, and seeing that glowing melanated skin really explains why. I don't blame her. Amen, Mrs. and Mr. Obama. She was nice. I would have said, fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but do they still 69? Girl. Why? I thought y'all don't care what people do in their bedrooms. I thought y'all cared. I thought y'all didn't care. I don't care what y'all do in your bedrooms. We don't care what y'all do in your bedrooms. Leave us out of that. LiAngelo Ball's new girlfriend, Rashida Nicole, reveals they're expecting a baby. What a damn fool.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really.
I'm grateful, terrified, anxious, nauseous, and hangry. I wish I had all the right words to describe this journey, but I guess if I had to define it, all I can truly say is I'm grateful, terrified, anxious, nauseous, and hangry. All of these above. As a teen mom, I was always hesitant about going through pregnancy and parenthood again. If you know, you know. I want to thank my daughter for being here for me during this process, always demonstrating unconditional love and reassuring me that everything is all right. And for now, I choose to protect my peace and this beautiful energy. Mom of 2, teen boy or girl. LiAngelo Ball is the one that has a baby with Miss Nikki, baby. I remember they was online going back and forth, and she was like, that's my man, my man, my man. And he was like, yeah, I just want to make sure I raise my little niggas up right, or something. He was saying some shit. Girl. So now he has another child. I'm sure you think you have a prize. The caption screams they aren't on good terms already. Girl, he finna leave. Oh my God, no. She thought she would be different. Her time is coming. The Yelp reviews were out there. When you ignore the Yelp reviews, they be wanting the child support so bad that they don't realize that the child sucks all the fun out of the relationship and causes it to end. So when Miss Nikki said Shorty was precious, it wasn't a lie. She tried to say Nikki was lying, but now here we are. Is it a competition? Why do you do that? Don't feel sorry for them child support check babies. Sounds like a single mom already. Miss Goof, Big Goof Troop. That man, that man would kiss you in public, but tearing it down in private. He left Nikki for that and going to learn the hard way. History repeats. Yeah, she's showing red flags. She begged for that baby with a flunky. Oh my God, another baby mama and counting. She secured the bag she wanted. At least she has a black baby mama, or at least he has a black baby mama. Really? When you, oh, okay, that was it. That's all. I don't know what to say, girl. Do what you're going to do. Give the baby your last name. Anna Wintour steps down as the editor-in-chief of Vogue after 37 years. Anna Wintour is moving on. According to reports, and a fashion icon announced she's stepping down as the editor-in-chief of American Vogue during the staff meeting on June 25th. While she's leaving that role, she will remain at Condé Nast, global chief content officer and global editorial director for Vogue, continuing to oversee Vanity Fair, GQ, and Architectural Digest. Wintour first joined the magazine in 1988, famously putting a model in jeans on her first cover. The same instinct helped usher in a new era of celebrity covers and editorial innovation. Her influence extended beyond fashion, reportedly inspiring the Miranda Priestley character in The Devil Wears Prada, and later starring in the 2009 documentary, The September Issue, which gave viewers a rare look inside Vogue. Her successor at the U.S. edition of Vogue has yet to be named. Well, shout out to Anna Wintour. She's moving on. The Met Gala ain't going to be the same. Yeah, she's over that Met Gala. But does that have anything to do with Vogue? That's a different, isn't that a different organization? The Met Gala is for like arts and crafts, costume design, that. That don't have nothing to do with Vogue, does it? I don't think so. I think she's just on the board for the Met. She just does all the stuff. Yeah. So she's gonna still be at Condé Nast, just not editor in chief. So shout out to Anna Wintour, I guess, girl. How old is she? Hey Siri, how old is Anna Wintour?
Anna Wintour is 75 years old.
Yeah, girl, thank you.
No problem.
Girl, I want to relax. Girl, she's 75. She's 75 years old, girl. To get to 75, girl, can I relax? Do I have to work every day? And she's still working, so it's not like anything is happening differently. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what else is happening. I was talking about Simon Guobadia yesterday. I had made a video, but I didn't like the way the audio was sounding. I was in the car, and so I just scrapped the entire video. Oh, hold on. Let me make this little video public. Yeah. Oh, yesterday I said that Kiki was Chanel Ayan's cousin, and she's not. Uba is Chanel Ayan's cousin. Uba from Real Housewives of New York. You got it? Because yesterday I said Kiki was related to Chanel. Chanel is related to Uba. They're cousins. All right. Correction, correction. Right. Somebody said Phaedra's headpiece was giving Alibaba. Come on, Alibaba. So yeah, I was talking about Simon saying that he felt like he got duped. Girl, shut up. I don't, girl. I nothing that Porsha and Simon say. I'm looking at both of them like, Girl, shut up. I don't believe nothing that neither one of them say. I don't see how. I don't even see how people be on either one of their sides. Like, ain't no side to be on. That's a scammer. He wanted Porsha for social capital, as why men attach themselves to women for social capital. That's why they do that. And Porsha wanted to live out her fantasy. No one was duped. Nobody was duped. Porsha wasn't duped. Simon wasn't duped. Nobody was duped. There was no coup. You knew what the fuck was happening. Y'all knew what the fuck was happening. Y'all knew what the fuck was happening. And Simon is now to the front because Porsha's big teeth pushed him to the front. Fallon wasn't doing it. Fallon was back there getting pregnant, being a vase. Just a vase in a foyer. She wasn't doing it. Here comes Mac tonight. Motherfucking mask. That's what she's giving. Mask. Jim Carrey. The big smile. Mac tonight. Max Headroom. Girl, all the teeth. Here she comes. She wants to be at the front. It's that narcissistic part of the personality. So she wants to come to the front. That's when the scammers come to the front. All the scammers come to the front. They do stuff in front of you so you don't think that they're scamming. So you'd be like, why would you come to the front if you're scamming people? Because they're narcissists. They want to be in the front. They want attention. They desire attention. And so they come to the front, scamming and all that. If Simon was so about his business, he would have settled his immigration status. He would have corrected it. He would have done things that he needs to do. But he's a scammer. He wasn't duped by anybody. Porsha didn't dupe him. Porsha can't dupe anybody. She gets duped every time. I'm looking for Porsha to try to collect on that divorce settlement. How are they going to enforce a United States judgment on a divorce and the man is in a different country? He cannot come back here. He will be back here, but he can't come back here. But he will be back here under a different name or whatever. And then when they find him again, they'll go through this again, and he'll just keep coming back and coming back and coming back. He's just gonna keep. He's been doing it since the '80s, girl. He's been doing it since we were children. Simon has been doing that. Simon is an old man. He's been scamming since we even knew what the fuck a scammer was, girl. He's right there. I don't see why they don't have his goddamn face plastered everywhere. Porsha talking about, I knew it was something was wrong. Every time we went to the airport, we was getting stopped.
Who are these niggas?
I'm sorry. You weren't getting scammed, Simon. He doubles down on the claim that the marriage to the star was a coup to gain his assets and wealth.
Girl, stop.
Simon Guobadia says he absolutely regrets marrying Porsha and says he was targeted by her for financial reasons. Who gets married to a person directly after getting a divorce from another person? If you felt like these women were coming into your lives and were trying to get your money, Fallon left with nothing, and here comes Porsha with her dragging a wagon behind her. And you jump up and get married like months after you just got a divorce. If you thought somebody was after your money, you would not have been so quick to get married again. Sorry. If you thought someone was after your money, you would not have gotten married so quickly after getting a divorce. Your comment looks similar to others that have been reported. I said, shut up, scammer. If you thought someone was after your money, you would not have gotten married so quickly after getting a divorce, dummy. Porsha has only one marble rolling around up there. So if she fooled you, seek help, not clicks. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. How you get duped by Porsha? Girl, shut up. I was fair exchange, no robbery. That's what it is. You wanted social capital. You wanted to live in a fantasy. And that's what they provided each other. And you was going to stay. That's what it doesn't even, but the part that doesn't make sense, that you legally attached yourself to him. And what are you getting out of it? I don't know. It's she's just a low, what they call low vibrational plate. That is what Porsha is, a low vibrational plate. Simon, we don't care. You bragged about having moving trucks and mistreating every woman. She protected herself by not allowing you to continue opening shell companies in her name. Simon, the player got shell companies. That's what, remember when, do you remember when, what's her name? The vase, Fallon. Remember when she said, I have a global company. It says model turned public speaker. Girl, give me a fucking break. I wish I can find those. It's so much stuff of her now that you can't really find. Oh, they said she's an entrepreneur. Here, is this one of those things? Fallon Gobadia exploring how she amassed her wealth. Her estimated net worth is $2 million. And I'm trying to find where it said that she had that company, and it was Simon's company. It wasn't her company. And when that person just said opening shell companies under your name, that's what it's giving. In addition to her television work, Fallon has pursued various business ventures. She's a CEO of an online fashion boutique of trendy clothing and accessories. I can't find it. I don't care enough to keep looking for it, but I do remember um what's her name saying that she owned some type of company, and it was really Simon's company. That's what that comment reminded me of. Man, talk about what happened behind bars. You're divorced now. We don't care. If Portia's a good person, all she could do is leave Simon's house alone so the kids can come and enjoy it. Walk away. Leave the prenup alone. Go find her own. Simon already gave you enough money. Walk away from his homes and cars. Go find your own lifestyle with your own sweat. Ugh. Girl, shut the fuck up. I don't like for women to talk like that. Basically, don't get married for a check. But that was nasty. Portia was running around trying to figure out. I don't wonder how long she's gonna do that. Because you could only do that for so long. Because the nigga's only gonna want you for so long, and then you're gonna start looking like Lisa Hochstein. I was looking at some old pictures of her, and I was like, girl, she really looks like the cat lady. The eyes be, your cheekbones be so high, you be trying to get that cheekbone look, that high cheekbone look, and then the eyes be closing up, and that's when you start looking like a cat. Oh, that felt good. That's when you start looking like a cat. Anyways, do I have to go? No, we could talk about some more stuff. Let's see. Okay. I don't want to hear nothing Larsa Pippen has to say. Fans shocked after the Simpsons kill off Marge in a season finale, but there's a twist. Girl, what? Mowry shares how she got through her divorce from Corey Hardick. Traveling really helped me. I guess she did like a ask questions on her stories. It says Tia Mowry is sharing how she picked up the pieces after her split from Corey Hardrick. When a fan asked the actress on Instagram, how do I recover from this divorce? Tia responded with a message about healing. I think I'd say dive into doing the work. Really, truly focus on self care. Focus on what makes you happy and what brings you joy. Build a tribe, a community of friends, a support system. Meditate. Try new hobbies. Read books on healing. Spend time with your kids if you have them, or just surround yourself with people who genuinely love and support you. She continued, do things that feel fun, fulfilling. Travel if you can. Traveling really helped me. It's about creating new experiences. The more experiences you have, the further away you get from the heavy, gut wrenching feeling of divorce. And for anyone struggling to hold it together, she added, also allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to feel it all. Just don't let it consume you. Tia and Corey were married for 15 years and share 2 children. That's really good advice. I love it. That's the advice. The first comment, nobody cares. Move on from talking about something else. She's always talking about him. She didn't mention him. She didn't mention him. Oh my God, you filed the divorce. What do you need to get over? We see you thirst trapping every day since. I think men really get mad when women leave men. They get really upset. Beautiful, compassionate, caring, yet meaningful advice. Are they back together or not? Okay. And it's like people, I like when I read the comments, I'm like, do you? I, sometimes I really feel like it's people just saying stuff to get attention because you can't really think like that. It's no way. There's no way. Let's see what else is happening. R. Kelly denied bond as judge cites danger to public. Singer still pursuing new trial over alleged misconduct. Yeah, stay right there where you are. Cameron lands a $750,000 book deal with Simon and Schuster for candid memoir detailing his hip hop rise and business empire. Cameron is turning a page in a new chapter in Time and Print. The Harlem rap icon has signed a $750,000 deal with Simon and Schuster to publish his debut memoir, which will trace his evolution from neighborhood storyteller to hip hop heavyweight and business mogul. I'm happy to have this deal done, Cameron shared in a statement. Hopefully, the book will be released February 2026 and that everyone can take something from my memoir when they read it. The memoir will deliver a raw, unfiltered look at Cam's life from his early beginnings to becoming a chart topping artist and fashion trendsetter. Fans can expect behind the scenes stories that shaped his music career and cultural impact. The book deal caps off a milestone year for Cameron. He inked a multi-million dollar agreement with Revolt for Talk with Flea and premiered his indie film, Is It a Crime?, now streaming on Apple TV and Amazon Prime. Will you be reading Cam's book? No, I will not. I'll wait for you guys to clip it up and put it in the blogs and see what is happening. Are y'all going to go out and get Cameron's book? Is that what's going to happen? Are y'all going to do that? All right, so I gotta go. I think now is a good time to go. Maybe we could talk about one more story. Okay, hold on. Malika Haqq, this is a good one. Malika Haqq says men who don't care for their kids should be sent to war. The least you can do is protect the country. Let's see what she says.
That should go to war. Type of person that should go to war. I think that person is, yes, or persons, no, I'm not, are men that don't. Type of person that take care of their children. If you're not in your child's life and you're not taking care of your child, the least you could do is protect the country, right? Because if you don't have a kid to take care of, take care of the children. Not spending your time doing that, you have time to protect the country. I think we have like the runner up for recruits. It's dads that don't take care of their kids. Not spending your time doing that, you have time to protect the country. I think we have like the
Malika Haqq had a few things to get off her chest. Men that don't take care of their children. If you're not in your child's life and you're not taking care of your child, the least you can do is protect the country. She must be angry with her baby daddy. The same rule should apply for women. Every time they pick the wrong baby daddy, we get this kind of content. If he don't care for his kids, why do you think he cares for a country and other people's kids? And where are the deadbeat moms going? So is she prettier when she doesn't talk? She's onto something. Put them on the front line. When you're hurt and turn the camera on to film a random statement. Girl, you still mad that man don't want to give you a second child? Her logic is heavily flawed. Those men don't care about their children's well-being, so equipping them with M16s and M4s and expecting them to care about defending the country is asinine. Some people said agreed, agreed, agreed. If they can't protect their kids, how are they going to protect the whole damn country? Just stop taking care of the kid can be considered, just stop because taking care of a kid can be considered subjective. The man could give money and see the kid, and some will say he's not giving enough, he doesn't care. There's so many other scenarios that men go through I could name that makes this flawed. And for the record, statistically, per the CDC, Black fathers are the more involved in their children's lives, whether they're in the home or not, compared to other races. That CDC study was a self reported study. Have you ever heard a man tell a story about himself? You think he is always telling the truth when he wants to convey a message that isn't necessarily acceptable? If he told the truth? Yeah. So, yeah, that was a self reported study. Right. Black fathers are more involved in their children's lives, whether they're in the home or not, compared to other races. So apparently, at least 70% of Black fathers are caring for their kids. At least seven. Where did you get that number, girl? Y'all be calling out numbers. I agree, but women, you got to do some of y'all just as bad. Same should apply to washed out wannabe celebs that open their legs to so-called deadbeat dads. Agreed for men and women. I'm sorry, but you knew your baby father wasn't for you in the first place. This is why single mothers get a bad rap, because not only did you pick the deadbeat, you want them dead. Girl, that's hilarious. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just the niggas are bad, and you just picked the wrong one, girl. So stay out there and keep trying to find one that's good. Everyone that you pick that treats you wrong, they're gonna tell you you chose them, you picked them, girl. So I guess that's it. So I'm gonna go now. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. I don't know what else to say about Malika, girl. Whatever you're gonna do. You know what I say. Don't give him the last name, and don't put him on the birth certificate. That's all I say. So take care of each other. Protect your energy. Have a good weekend. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are back real quick. This thing is still on. It's still up. I'm still going strong. I was just online looking at some things down to the blogs, girl, and one of the things I just saw was DDG has been granted approval to visit his son Halo in Italy from July 1st to 3rd, 2025 under these conditions. Visitation hours from 9 to 6 daily. Haley's team originally proposed 12 to 6, supervised by Haley's nanny and security. Halle's lawyer raised concern that the nanny felt unsafe alone, prompting need for security. No overnights allowed. DDG can't take Halo more than 3 miles from the hotel. Must stay near Haley's hotel in Italy. No social media post of Halo by DDG. I love it. Restrictions. At this point, DDG got to just have another baby and let Halle keep their son, and that's exactly what happens in these instances. As a social worker and therapist, let me say the judge is not setting up these rules for no reason. There has to be some type of evidence to prove something. The judge didn't just say, oh, Halle is the mom and she is a cutie, I'm gonna give her what she wants. Her lawyer did the job of proving the case. All these kids dying from their own parents recently, and y'all wondering why this mom's being safe than sorry when DDG already gave unhinged actions. Seek God and therapy. Okay, I understand being hurt, but DDG seems to be a good dad and actually wants to be with his son. The only person this mess is going to hurt in the long run is their son. Do you remember that he broke into her house and sent her a picture of her bed while she was out of town? Y'all mad at Halle for setting boundaries. Y'all think violence in the relationship is normal and breaking in someone's home is normal. Nope, you act weird, you face weird consequences, period. Finally, someone with some sense. He trapped her. Why would he give up? He wanted to be her baby dad. Now here go the rules. And then they wonder why good fathers turn ruthless, making it hard for them to be there. Shit. What good fathers turn ruthless? How are you a good father and you're just able to turn ruthless? How do good men turn ruthless? Because somebody won't let them see a baby? Go to court. Do what he's doing. He's going to court to fight it. Y'all comparing yourself to a man with resources to fight it. Y'all don't have no resources to fight it. That's what I was saying something about somebody yesterday, not being able to afford to sue somebody. You can't even afford to sue anybody. Seems reasonable to me. We don't know what happened privately in their relationship, so it is what it is. He's getting to see his son. If he would agree to visitation schedule in the first place instead of popping up at her house whenever he felt like it, none of this would be happening. Hopefully they come up with a better schedule through the courts. Right. You're just popping up because he wants to put parameters on you. I want to see my son when I want to see my son. So you need to stay where you are so that when I'm ready to see my son, I can see my son. No, that's not happening. I'm moving around. I'm moving freely. You're not going to think that you're going to sit anybody down. I want the girls to take your power back. Take your fucking power back. Do not let anybody think they gonna sit you down somewhere, girl, please. So I just wanted to come back and say that real quick. So Halle Bailey, I'm glad that she got the parameters put in place. And I love how when it's black against black, all of a sudden the court system stopped being corrupt. Just because the judge rules in favor of certain things doesn't mean they should have. And the Innocent Project literally has a whole organization of innocent people being sentenced to death row. I'm not saying what did or didn't happen, but let's not use the justice system as a confirmation of anything. The judge didn't just create these boundaries for no reason. If anything, his lawyer did a piss poor job of proving he's a good dad, and her lawyer did a good job proving that he isn't. Everything he posts in public and being used against him in court. This isn't on her. Y'all, don't be weird. She voiced her concerns and let him dig his own grave, period. Y'all are always trying to figure out how to make him not responsible or accountable and put it on her. Like, again, when all else fails, blame the woman, blame her for everything. I remember saying it. When you go to court, make sure you get them to rule that he cannot post that baby. Nope. You cannot post that baby. Sorry, bro. That's not happening. Y'all remember when he praised her and was like, there's nobody he'd rather have a kid or something like that? Bet you regret that now, but he's not a good father. Y'all just saw him playing with a kid and equated that to him being a good father. He doesn't even have he doesn't even have good role models around him. There's a clip that used to go around with his, I think it's his cousin, and is I don't know if that man is his brother, but that little boy that's always around DDG, and they're like family dynamic. And that man is his father. I think that's DDG's brother, and that's his nephew, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all let me know if I'm right, but they're related in some way. And that little boy, there's a clip of that little boy telling his father, you don't treat our mother right. You don't treat my mother right. You are not a good person. How are you supposed to teach me how to treat people when I see how you mistreat your my mom, and I see other men treating their girlfriends better than you treat my mom, like telling him stuff like that. So that's DDG's family. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's seeing. So somebody saying DDG is a good father, I'm not sure what it's based on, but evidently his lawyer wasn't able to prove that he was who he thinks he is. Again, back to that CDC. I was just talking about that CDC that self-reported CDC study that says that Black fathers are the most present fathers. It's a self-reported study, because when a man is able to self-report, when he's able to write his resume and say what it is, he's going to put 20 on 10. You talk about somebody putting sauce on something, they exaggerate, they inflate their self in stories and things like that. Is this good? Anyways, so I'm gonna go now. That's enough. That's all I wanted to say about DDG. I'll put this on the end of the last video, but I'm glad that she was able to still have those strict parameters in place as he visits Halo. Yeah, you better show everything else about while you're there, but do not post anything. And I'm sure he's gonna go against what he'll probably have someone else post. Like, he's gonna figure out a way to get around it. But if I was a judge, I better not see you and that boy in any social media. I don't care, from your channel, from your friend's channel, any of your friends streaming, and you have that baby anywhere near you, and we see in the time that you are visiting that boy and he shows up on the internet, off with your motherfucking head. And that's it. And that's just it. Period. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm gonna have a little Um, espresso bean bite coated in dark chocolate. I'm gonna have one. So take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.